Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network, May 13, 2025. All right, let's start with S&P 500. Here is S&P 500 daily chart. So we just tackled 5,900 today, nicely getting back to yesterday high, and then getting into this supply area here, as I was talking about. So we are just getting into this pivotal point, very, very important pivotal point, and we should see some kind of like a shakeout is coming to the market after this. Today's uh, drivers actually were big techies, Nvidia Semiconductors. As you know, President Trump is in Saudi Arabia, and they signed lots of contracts with the Arabic countries there, and there's going to be lots of demand for the big techies. He named some Nvidia, AMD, Uber, Tesla. They just had a fantastic move today as well, so we will get to those ones as well. So market is in overbought condition right now. And also, if you just go to the weekly chart again here, I just mentioned this one as well. We got into this bullish reading. This is bullish, folks. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you see some kind of like a pullback to this area, especially there's a gap here and also this breakout zone, shouldn't be surprised at all. So we may see some kind of like a testing to 5600 area-ish, and that would be kind of like, I would say, the consolidation or a corrective move for a couple weeks before the next rally to the upside. So we'll see how it goes, but the stochastic momentum, we are just getting into overbought condition, which is going to be a scenario for a pullback. So I'm not surprised to see second half of May, I would say first half of June would be kind of like the area that I'm looking for, and the reversal to the downside for a corrective move. Moving on to the to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, here's the weekly chart. Weekly chart nicely going higher today, and the 21,200 touch today as well. So if you see a daily chart, we got into this pivotal point here. We kind of like engulf this mini supply here, and we are getting to the last supply area. This is very interesting. So if market wants to show some kind of like a pullback, I would say potentially next 2-3 days is going to be the day. Today's CPI number was pretty good for the market, because this tells us that there is no tariff, and tariff seems like people were uh, panicking. Sorry, not there is no tariff. There are lots of tariffs, but inflation is not there yet. So people are panicking about the tariff impact on the economy. That's going to be inflationary. So far, so good. As I said, so far, it doesn't mean that we're gonna we don't have a inflation down the road. We will, but so far, market just shows that there is no, or economic data shows that there is no inflation right now. So we may see some kind of like a pullback to 20,000 area-ish. So that would be the area. This is a demand area before this breakout. So we may see some kind of like a pullback. I was when we were here, I was looking for this pullback and then getting back to the upside. Seems like this is not the case anymore, and we got a nice consolidation here, nice surge to the upside. Then I would say we may see some kind of like a back test to this demand area before the next rally to potential even new all-time high. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the Dow, which was laggard today. The reason is United Health just slaughtered. And yes, healthcare, they're just having very, very hard time, especially today. And I'm going to just provide that a special video for healthcare industry, what's happening exactly, and where the stocks are sitting at, and what's going to be the strategy for those ones. So I have some healthcare names actually in my portfolio, especially United Health, Humana, and the other names. But they were kind of like absolutely annihilated today, and we are gonna just see how we can rebalance our portfolio based on that. But all in all, Dow just coming down. This is a previous this pivot, so it seems like Dow is laggard, and this is a very good sign for the market, because when Dow is laggard, this means the market is just betting on the high growth stocks, which is good. So I see like a consolidation, or even kind of like a pullback before the next rally to the upside. So we can see this happens in Dow Jones as well. All right, moving on to gold, which we got a positive day after yesterday's sell-off. And gold, just let me go to the daily chart. So we just got a nibble bullish haram here. I would say we're going to see choppiness here down the road, but ultimately I'm just looking for gold to just get back. Let me just break this one to get back to these areas as well. So we may see some kind of like a good buying opportunity for gold, a low 3,000, even less than 3,000. That would be the area that I'm looking at for gold before the next major rally to the upside. The same as for silver here. Silver is just forming very nice consolidation. So this is very good for silver. Silver, contrary to gold, it's just forming 2 days positive actually. And we are just forming a nice bull flag here. Actually, this is not the part of bull flag. Bull flag is here. And we may see some. I'm looking for, to be honest, a corrective at least to this demand area or even double bottom for a great final buying opportunity for silver. Just take a look at that one as well. Moving on to crude, which we had a nice positive day today. Here's the crude chart, just forming a nice W pattern. Today we just got a 3% upside move, and right now we're just looking for engulfing this $66. So this $66 could be very, very interesting because in case of pullback, we may see another rally potentially to 72 to $75 area. And that would be a strong resistance there. All in all, I should say, crude is forming a very nice W pattern, positive, bullish pattern. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, nice bull consolidation here. This bullish consolidation tells me that we're going to go higher. So 110, that's going to be the resistance before. Even if we get above this, that's going to be blue sky top of us, and we don't have any resistance. So we'll see how it goes. Ethereum just breaking through nicely to 2679. Right now, I would say Ethereum is just leading. As you see, the bull flag is forming and triggered to the upside. I would say at 3,000 is coming down the road. A bond yield is just going down today at Doji Bar after yesterday's spike to the upside. So CPI number, just to put a pause against the movement. TLT is just down. Market is on risk on scenario, and there is no kind of like a TLT position right now. TLT is getting to this triple bottom here, but the pattern is not bullish though. So we need to see TLT again getting back to the upside, get above this to form a nice W pattern here. So right now it's just there, and it is very, very bearish. And if we get below this as 85, we're going to see 82 is coming down the road. So let's see if Treasury is getting back to the upside. That would be very bullish scenario, but we need to get confirmation. Lots of confirmation needs to be seen in the chart. Moving on, VIX is down today, 1822. Not that bad. So still a VIX is down, and this means that the market has formed the bottom here. But right now it's just going down. DXY just flipping back to the downside. As I said, any rally in DXY could be a sell. And I would say DXY can go even lower to 90s. Apple just nicely uptick today, even after hours just again positive. But all in all, I should say Apple needs to have a big move to form out this strategy, because right now there are lots of plans in China, and President Trump don't force them kind of to invest in U.S. or the other countries that have like a better tariff policy with U.S. Right now, Apple is trying to shift their plans and get away from the tariffs. Amazon nicely getting back to the upside, getting into this area. Look at the shooting star even after hours it goes lower. I believe that Amazon just formed the top, at least for the short term. Meta, it's just getting above this 640, getting into this supply area. We may see some kind of like a reversal. Microsoft just the nibbling above yesterday, but I would say stocks are getting into the top information, at least for a short term. Google, the same scenario. We just got a positive momentum, but still within this white range bar, so it cannot move higher. Netflix, going up today, and just after 3 days negative, Netflix is getting back to the positive territory right now, and getting back to the upside. Great move for Netflix. Is still pretty close to the all-time high. Tesla just got benefit of Elon's meeting with uh, Ben Salman today in Saudi Arabia. So it's just going higher today, 5%, 334. And right now we are just getting to 360 area resistance. So we'll see if that happens. Semiconductor was the winner today, SMH ultimately nicely breaking through top of this candle here, 245. Stocks the same pattern here, just getting close to the resistance here. So just to keep an eye on this level. This is very, very important. Stocks is getting close to that resistance area as well. NVIDIA just breaking through nicely. And right now we see that NVIDIA is just getting above this trend line as well. We may see a pullback or kind of like a back test, but 129 is a fantastic. So we are totally in different zone, and we can see NVIDIA higher high is coming, potentially 140 is coming down the road. AMD still, we have a kind of like a push back to the upside, but we may see some kind of like a chance to get to 116 and then getting back for another reversal to 100 area. So that's going to be the scenario that I'm looking at. For AMD, I'm just looking for a bigger trend here is going to be this. So if we see a reverse head and shoulder, that would be a very nice move to 160 and above. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Taiwan Semiconductor, nice spark today to the upside, 193. Texas Instrument, just a nibble outside of the range of yesterday high. Lam Research nicely going higher today, $85, and it can go up to 92 as well. Moving on to the financials, they're just having positive day nicely, 5108 for XLF, KBE going higher, established itself above trend line, but I would say we may see some kind of like a backfill to 50 to 52. KRE, the same pattern here, 59. JP Morgan just formed a positive candle here today as well, 263. Goldman Sachs at 604, 603 is there, and we may see some kind of like a pullback just because we are getting to the supply area here. Bank of America the same. We're just getting to this gap wide range bar. We may see some kind of like a backing up feeling. Wells Fargo the same. We just got a trigger to the upside, but look at this candle here. So GDX, it's just going down, getting to this area. We may see some kind of like a bounce in gold miners, GDXJ, the same pattern, Doji bar, AEM, the same pattern, 107. It's kind of like a forming the bounce here. And also Newmont is forming kind of like a doji bar at a very, very important level. We are getting close to this 49.50. Moving on to the energy market, XLE nicely getting back to the upside. It was kind of like a capitulator, so it takes energy to get back to the highs. Potentially, we are just going slowly from 85 to 94. Exxon nicely, just a positive candle here, just getting back to the upside, 114 to 118. CVX, which is Chevron, is just getting back to the upside as well. I believe that it's just forming a nice momentum to the upside. So potentially 152 to 155 is coming down the road to fill the gap. All right, again, I would like to have like another video. I'm kind of like about to provide another video for healthcare stocks, why they're annihilating these days, and getting to those names as well. So if you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.